job.
Into entrepreneurship.
That will help her. Women empowerment. Fighting.
Hey guys, welcome to the ListenUp Podcast here on the Independent Ghana TV. You know, with ListenUp, we bring you all the juicy conversations, and today is another interesting edition. My name is Jesula Morris, and I have with me here my guests, Elsie and Andy. Guys, welcome to ListenUp.
Thank you.
So I believe this name is very familiar with you, Deborah Seyram Adablah, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so she's been trending on social media. If the name is new to you, she's been trending on social media for suing her sugar daddy. And this has generated a lot of controversy. And I'd like to hear my colleagues' views on it today. So, Andy, everybody was thrown into a state of shock. That how can you do this? How can you drag your sugar daddy to court because he's not fulfilling all the promises he's made? So I'd like to ask you. I'd like to find out from you. Does she have a case?
I mean, she's taking the man to court. That's Mr. Nimako and the bank, First Atlantic Bank. So it looks like a big case. But whether it's substantial, I mean, it's in court, so who am I to say anything? But if the court feels...
Since the case is in court, like, we wouldn't be, delving into the court
issue that much.
Yes. But then I just wanted to know, because from what I know, the law protects children and wives, but I've not heard of the law protecting
side chicks.
Yes.
That has to do with the will, so intestate succession law. The man is not dead. So what exactly are you going to inherit? It's not like he's distributing properties yet. So that's a different case. It's different if he dies testate, he has a law and you are in there. But if that's a whole different scenario. But whether this case lacks merit, I can't really say so because I don't have the evidence.
Yeah, it's even a contract. So the law binds people to oblige to the contract.
It looks like it was a verbal agreement. Yeah. If it's her word against the man, so if she can prove it, why not? If not, for me it's controversial because it has this morality issue in there. Because I'm really concerned about the morality case. He's a deacon. He has a wife. The alleged conversations that happened on WhatsApp, I can't really tell if it really happened. But if we're going by that, what he was saying in there and what is in the writ of summons, where he says that the man, it's a whole mess.
Elsie, what about you? Do you think she has a case?
Well, I think
especially in court.
I think she has no case, and at this very moment, she's contradicting herself in everything she's doing. And now and she's even come to say that she's made a video that she's giving the man another chance. The man should come and apologize to her. If he does, the man should throw his ego and everything away. If he does, he would still come into the man's life. How do you say this when you have a case in the courts? And I also think, well, she has no case. That's what I can say. She has no case.
So is this to say that the issue of sexual harassment is not valid? It doesn't go on in some offices?
It's in, most offices, not only the Atlantic Bank.
Alleged,
yes. Most officers are facing this issue, and most ladies are not able to voice it out. So in quote, most ladies are happy because she's brought this case out. But come to think of it, she wouldn't have said anything if the man continued to pay for her rent and the car and everything. So she has no case. With this kind of way, until set problems and issues, that's when she's raising cause for an alarm. We don't do this. If you know you're going in for something, I don't know. I don't know.
The claims are quite big.
Yeah.
Because he's alleging so many things, which has to do with top officers at the bank.
Yeah.
I can't say anything about that, but I've heard reports about some institutions. Both private, public as well.
Yeah.
Sexual harassment it's quite common because of how the society also brands it. Because the alleged chat with the man, the the man was supposedly saying that our culture accepts polygamy and all those kind of amorous relationships while you are married. So sexual harassment wouldn't be anything new. We've made reports about such things. They come on social media, people rant about it. At the end, does that really happen? I don't know if this case would bring other people to come and accuse some big officers of doing this. Yeah. But if this doesn't, it's still in court. But if this doesn't able to prove other cases, then we're able to rid the country of this whole sexual harassment stuff. That's fine. So yeah.
So my concern is about how she dragged the company into this whole thing. Yeah. It was a contract between the man and herself, without the company. So why is she now bringing the company in it? From where I sit, a layman's perspective, what thought came in mind is that maybe she took the issue to the HR or anything, the human resource, and it was overlooked. That is why she took it to the court. Okay. But there's also another section saying that school of thought saying that because the top officials were
involved,
allegedly involved, so that's why she couldn't take the thing to the authorities at the company. What do you also think?
Well, to me, I think she was trying to redeem those who can't talk as a voice for the people. Yeah, so she's speaking on behalf of all those going through such. And she says it's hierarchy. She alleged that the top highest authority is even doing it. And it's like they changed the ladies. And then this week, change. Next week, it's something they always do in the bank. Or as she said, her please. Yeah. It's something they've all agreed to and they're doing. So I think she did all that to talk for her people. But one thing I don't agree with her is, until say I didn't backfire, that's when she came to talk. And according to NSS, when you're going for the NSS thing, it's on the report or the scheme that if you have any issues with your boss, report to your NSS director or the district something where you are working from, and they'll rectify you or change the place you are working. She was enjoying what she was doing until it backfired.
I think the issue becomes quite problematic for discussions, most importantly, because you don't have all the details.
Enough details.
There are so many loopholes. So did she do that? Did she do that? Why did she do this? And they are all not provided in the writ of summons. So now it's difficult to tell whether she took it to the authorities up there, whether it was banned or not.
And the deacon, okay, sorry. Talk.
Well, for me, I really want to shelve the legal part because that's a bit so content.
Yeah, so
for the morality part,
I was reading the writ of summons, and it's so interesting. Like the promises in the promises
Johnny, you know.
Yes.
Man.
But that's what it's funny because if you read the alleged chat, that was not the indication the man was giving.
But that was just a bit of the alleged chat.
So let's look at the demands. Okay. So according to her, she had an opportunity to work at the bank.
Yeah.
But then because the man promised her not to
go in for any contract.
Yes.
Any other.
She denied it, and the man promised her a lump, some working capital to start business, pay her accommodation or rent for 3 years, buy her a car, pay her 3,000 cedis a month, buy her a ring, pay her medical and other bills. Don't laugh.
And again, was Shally. Shally. She's not serious. I don't remember promising where you.
So pay her medical bills, treatments, including family planning treatment, to marry her after divorcing his wife.
Oh, I see.
And a whole lot. And this thing was going on smoothly. But then she said until, was it July 2020?
Last year. Yes, July.
So could it be that she also breached her side of the contract? That's why the man decided to change. Because according to the man too, I don't know if this is authentic, but there was a response from the man saying that the lady was using the car
for hookup.
Yes. So could it be that she breached her side of the contract? That is why this whole thing turned upside down.
Well, I think I can't really tell because we all don't have much information about it. So they can't, and the man, according to what you just said, the report that came out, the man said he gave the car to the lady because she lived afar from the workplace.
She was hardworking.
She lived afar. Then so when you say or the man is saying lady but he was trying to help the lady. And he didn't even have anything bad to do with the lady. All he was trying to do was to help the lady because she was hardworking. And now same night in so.
But why wait? How, like 5 months after the incident happened and you decide to bring it out? I mean, there's no harm, but really, doesn't it say something else? But for me, see, as I said, I'm really concerned because the man is a deacon.
Yeah, his reputation has been ruined.
I don't want to cast the first stone.
No, don't come and do those
However,
emotional things on the behalf of the man. He knew this before he was.
You get me? Because
I know.
Indeed.
He knew this before sending all
Wait,
those
did you say he harassed the girl?
Allegedly.
Allegedly. No, the girl liked the thing. She enjoyed every bit of it.
She
to
tried
take
all
the money,
attempts.
to take the car.
She tried all attempts to let the man forget it, but the man kept persisting.
You know how
allegedly.
You see, thank you.
We don't have the man's view on this matter, so it's really difficult to put a blame on someone.
See, when a man wants something from you, I'm a lady, but
However,
not in a bad way. No, please, I beg you.
However,
See,
what
wait,
we can
you guys, when you
Share
want
your-
something from a
share your
lady, you
experience.
go extra mile. See, what can they promise you?
But see, what we can
Been a victim.
largely
No, I'm not being.
what we can
Not being a
largely
victim.
confirm is probably the relationship that happened, where the man, wife not winning. I want to really.
She's a medical
let's
doctor.
Leave, let's leave the wife
Because
out
I
of this.
empathize with her.
She's
not
really
really spoken.
become a topic in this thing.
Oh,
let's
not that,
just
but I mean,
leave
my
her.
advice would be, if indeed all this is true, or if you can, you should leave the man.
My last concern was with this issue of invasion of privacy. So according to the lady, the man planted a camera in the car so that whatever she does. Is it right for people to be doing that because they are in relationships with you?
No. He was wrong in that aspect.
But he's giving you something too.
But wait,
so
she was
in
in the
exchange
known-
for that, I think you belong to me in that case. Or what do you think?
Guinea, because of car, I will not.
No, but it looks like that's what the supposed contract was heading to. That during this period,
No,
we
there's
are
nothing like
together.
a free lunch. So look at all the goodies the man promised you, and you expect him to just be sitting down aloof watching you as you.
But the man says he didn't give the car to her forever. The car is even in the man's name. So if you've given it to her for a period of time, I think you should leave her to her liberty. For he to invade the lady's privacy is a no for me on that aspect. Yeah.
But well, the lady knew because it looked like in the rest of.
But what
some-
shows she was even doing
your
hookup?
girlfriend's privacy like that?
Did she say she was against it?
She didn't know until maybe later.
It wasn't stated
And at this
in the
moment,
rest of someone's. That's the
What shows she was doing, or she was going for a hookup? How would you know the man is going for? How would you know the lady is going for a hookup?
They are just claims, so it's
I
really
really
difficult to
don't
get a
know.
specific
Hey,
thing
this
for it,
issue.
'cause, I mean, she wasn't specific with it that okay she was against it. What she just said, the man planted blah 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 to ensure that he knows her whereabouts and all that.
And other places there, I trust there's a hookup location. I'm really confused about that.
Conversations in the car, of course, and
Conversations.
driving
Wow.
around and all of that,
Okay.
because it's a tracker.
Okay,
I
that's
just
right.
can't
That's
wait
right.
to see
that's
how
right.
the court will deal with
I know, right?
this.
And the court should really take this case seriously, because most people want to know how it will go, the punishment, whatsoever will come out of it. We
On
really
the
want to learn
contrary,
from
like,
this.
I feel the girl has implicated herself too much to get a case.
Are you a lawyer?
Wait,
No, I'm not
do
a
you know?
lawyer, but on the that's how I
See, at this moment, I feel the girl is in. Let me say, quote unquote, and I quote unquote. Quote unquote, the girl is in a big trouble because the man is maybe, let me say, almost in his 60s or 50s. I want to brag, the lady would be in maybe her early 25 to 30s. I think you are limiting yourself to. I'm not saying what she did was it matters. She will miss so many opportunities right now because her face and everything is everywhere. She's a hardworking lady. No company was ever saying in there again. Oh.
Didn't you see this guy, the Bongo Ideas guy?
He is even out of context and everything.
The bad this thing, gave him his popularity. So what are you trying to tell
Popularity
me?
you go chop. Sister, right now the lady will be limited. Ejuma, if she says she's going in for a professional job, that will help her. That's the only thing that will help her. For real, that's the only thing that can help her at this moment. Entrepreneur, not pet. Because so called professional Ejuma, nobody would pick you because at this moment you're a snitch. Yeah.
Anyway, Andy, your final words.
I can't wait for the courts to deal with the matter because we don't know so many things. I want to find out what the lawyers would bring out. Who did this? Who said this? Is there any evidence? Because
the man, I don't know if this is also but the man has been dismissed from his office.
Allegedly.
That is also reported. You see, I want to deal with substantive stuff. Allegedly, reportedly, it doesn't help.
Right.
I say, this who this, and we are here. Yeah. So let's wait for the court.
Well, I like the fact that the lady brought this up. Women empowerment, fighting. I like that,
let's do it in a proper way.
It's against her right now. So I'm just, as Andy said, we are all just waiting for what the court will say, and we hope this case, a more hygienic case, in the right way. We just hope for the best for both of them. Yeah.
Anyway, so this is where we bring today's edition to a close. But the conversation hasn't ended. We want to hear from you. So put your comments down at the comment section. For now, this is the end of today's edition. Until we meet same time next time, it's a bye.